Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 20 of the Division Z podcast. My name is Jason.
And I am kcosmic.
Today, we are joined by a very special guest. I'm pretty sure a lot of people in the community know who you are, but go ahead and introduce yourself.
I am not supposed to be here. This was supposed to be. I thought I had a doctor's appointment. This was supposed to be. I don't know how the fuck I got here. Hi, my name's Turbo. How are you?
Welcome,
This
Turbo.
is the Division Z podcast, motherfuckers. We're here.
Yeah.
Hell
Alright.
yeah, this is the
That's
Division Z
it.
podcast.
Guys, I'm happy
Hell
to
yeah.
finally be here. Because I know we've been in contact for a while,
Oh,
and
yeah.
we were supposed to be doing this previously, but I'm happy to finally be here now. And I'm just, dude. But I'm doing great. My name is Turbo. If you don't know, I am one of the cast members of the Last Man Standing series.
Obviously.
From
Indeed.
Tim Hansen. I was a part of ZWC 2. I'm around the zombies community.
You
I'm
know,
the little drizzle of craziness
Yeah.
around the community. That's it.
He's been around for a while, Also, thank you for the support early in the stream. I see a lot of you in the chat. Thank you for the follows and all that. You guys are awesome.
Gotta love the sexy bastards.
But Black Ops Cold War Beta, that's been a thing this week.
It has.
What's everyone thinking about it so far? Just any initial thoughts?
Kyle, you want to go first? Start it off.
Yeah, sure. First of all, I think it's definitely an improvement from the alpha. Like they said, it'll feel a lot different, and I felt it. I haven't had much game time, I'll admit. Did I pre-order the game on a PS4 just to play the beta a bit earlier? Yes. Did I get a chance to actually do it? No. But I will say, the times I have played it, it feels a lot more polished. What's that new map called? What was it called, Jason? The one that's bad.
Well, the one that I wasn't like a super big
Yeah.
fan of in the beta is Cartel and
Cartel.
Crossroads.
I was
Not
gonna say
really-
the
not really-
Cartel.
Yeah.
Cartel, right? Before, Miami was my least favorite map. Miami is no longer my least favorite map.
Dude, Miami was my least favorite map because you
Yeah.
couldn't see shit.
Well, I noticed they turned up the brightness a little bit
Yes.
on Miami for the beta. I didn't necessarily mind Miami as much as other people did, but I could see why people don't like it a lot. I could see it.
But no, Cartel just not floating my boat. It kind of feels like I don't like bashing on Modern Warfare maps because they were trying to go for that design, but it feels kind of like it feels like a map that'd be in Ghosts. Actually, it feels like something that'd be in Ghosts. Like it doesn't feel. There's no like direction or sense
That's
to
the
it.
Cartel. That's the ship map, is it? The big
it's
map,
the-
right? Yeah, no, it's a big
Yeah,
cluttery
yeah.
map. It's a big confusing map. But there's so many line of sights. People can
Yeah.
see it
Yeah.
either way. It's clunky.
It's so hard to see people when you get to the cliffs and you're in the drug field. It's just there's no contrast. You
A
can't
cool
see
setting.
people. It's so annoying.
Really cool, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
such a
I
cool
mean-
setting, but it's just
Yeah.
executed so like.
Who's on a vehicle? Who's zip lining?
Yeah.
Who's sniping from the top? Who's running with you with a shotgun? Listen, people, if you're running that shotgun SMG class, I'd rather you just shove a sock in it, please. Just stop doing it. Just stop. Because you know how many times? Because they don't know how to play the map Cartel, so they don't know if they should do a long range gun or a short range, so they're using the SMG shotgun combo. So I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, honestly, the MP5, speaking of SMGs, that thing was frying this weekend in the beta. It wasn't that good for me in the alpha, but I think the MP5 is kind of broken.
The
I tried
MP5 was not the superior SMG. It's the Milano, I believe. That's
Really?
the Milano. Yeah,
I
that's the
haven't used the
SMG, I
Milano
think.
too much yet.
I
in the
think
beta.
that's the SMG to go because I remember using the
Really?
MP5 a lot. Yeah, yesterday and a little bit last night, and I was just not doing good with it at all. And then I hit the Milano. I was like, wait a minute, this is I guess this is the SMG to go. Okay.
Interesting. I've been having a lot of fun with the AK-47 personally.
Yeah.
I think that's
The
kind of a
ARs,
sleeper.
the ARs are cool. The ARs are really cool. To really just to give my full, just opinion on the beta. Like I said before, the beta overall, like the alpha, because I played the alpha somewhat a lot, and You know, I feel like, first of all, I'm a person now in my life and just in general, me, the amount of times I've experienced this, Call of Duty cycle, I call it.
Yeah,
This time of a year, everyone's excited. Everyone's gonna
absolutely.
be, out for, now's the time ever you're seeing all the videos being made of, oh, this is gonna be so great, it's gonna be awesome.
You know,
I'm such a
yeah,
person right now that's trying to keep such a neutral head
Yeah.
because we don't have the full game, and I
totally understand.
remember sitting in ZWC2, sitting right next to JC, and him looking at me saying, BO4 is going to be a great year, Turbo. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, I know it is. I'm like, you're not going to tell me, JC. I know it's going to be a great year. And then I get home. We all get the game on November, whatever that year, and we get sucker punched in the gut. We're like, okay,
Yeah.
this game sucks. So I'm not. I don't want that to happen again.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing with me, right? Like, my Black Ops 4 experience on launch was definitely, I would say, more on the lucky side because
Yeah.
I only crashed like once
Yeah.
on the launch day for Black Ops 4. So like,
I didn't get a lot of blue
personally,
screens
I
either. Yeah.
wasn't super. It wasn't ruined for me as a lot of people it was ruined for. But I totally understand why people, kind of wrote off Black Ops 4 at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
But I honestly because guilty as charged. I'm making videos like this is gonna be cool. This is gonna be.
Oh no, dude, no. That type of mentality of being hyped up and excited for, of course, the talk of, oh, this is going to be like the best Call of Duty. We've said that so many times, and it's the fact of like right now, like to pretty much get back to my point of what I was saying, but the whole beta. It's like right now with the beta, I played it a handful of times. It feels really, really good. I like him better than MW already. I mean, I really do. I think this multiplayer feel it's a faster pace. It's a smoother pace than MW was. I can't wait to see how this is going to be incorporated into Warzone.
Yeah, definitely.
Because now Warzone transfers over to Cold War. So now Treyarch has full control and shit over, or what, Raven and stuff over Warzone. So. I mean, overall, I'm really, really, really excited. I'm really, really excited for this full game. I mean, I'm having fun with the weapons. The weapons feel balanced. Score streaks are fun. I really hope that they make more challenges to do things in multiplayer to keep you playing and to keep you doing things, unlocking stuff. And I hope the camos keep you intrigued. I hope the camos, especially leaking into zombies. I hope the camos and stuff you can do keep you wanting to play, not just having to unlock stuff.
Exactly. There should be more of an incentive to unlock a
not
camo
having you to just have to get something in a supply drop or by luck.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And I think that's where Black Ops Cold War, in a way, thanks to Modern Warfare because there's a battle pass.
Yeah.
I think that's where Black Ops Cold War can really improve upon what Black Ops 4 maybe failed at because the black market in Black Ops 4 was just atrocious. And now it's not as bad because you have the pick a weapon thing.
They kind of fixed it.
The pick a weapon thing should have been there from the start. It would have made more people want to do it.
And I'm also a person that tries to say, look at how BO4 was. I feel like BO4 was Activision's last year to say, you know what, this ordinary Call of Duty formula is starting to wear off. Like this ordinary drop those trailers, release the game, collector's edition, pre-order bonuses. Then when you get the game, it's a season pass. If you don't have the season pass, you can get the maps right away or whatever the hell the case may be. We're gonna slowly add in the battle pass system, like those tiers things. They had a rush battle royale as for BO4. So I feel like that was Activision's last, like, okay, this is our last time. We're gonna go through the same process. Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare comes in. Activision says, okay, we're gonna be hip to the new generation of like Fortnite does, like all these hip games. We're gonna be hip now, and we're gonna go and say, you know what, free DLCs, free this, free that, everything's free on post-launch. And this is the first year we're gonna experience the quote-unquote new year, like a new Call of Duty cycle with zombies in it. So
that's exciting.
we experienced this the first time with BO3, and BO3, I was having the thoughts of this is the first time we're gonna be seeing zombies next generation. If in BO3, because if you don't forget, BO2 was the last one we got on Xbox 360. BO3, first one on Xbox One, PS4. Now we're also gonna say this is the first one on the next generation. And then also, now that they learn everything from what they messed up on BO4, now we're gonna learn and see if they did. So I'm really anticipating a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
but
there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of potential.
A lot of promise.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, with all the new, the Battle Pass Fortnite thing implemented in the Call of Duty, there's a lot of potential for that. A lot of, all the mistakes they made from Black Ops 4, and they can fix it for Cold War. That's the bottom line at this point. There needs to be improvement every year. And I think this year, out of any year that we've seen so far, has the most room to add new things and to be more innovative. But I see everybody's messages in the chat. Jason, Kiss Turbo.
Maybe.
But that's the After Hours podcast.
That's the After Hours podcast. I appreciate the host and I appreciate the follows, guys. See, Fortnite kids are definitely scared to play zombies. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's about funny?
That. Whatever happened to that actual zombies Fortnite mode?
Yeah, they ignored it.
It was gonna be originally.
Don't know something, right?
Yeah, and then I remember like there was like a hiccup of a moment in the community where people were like, "Yo, I'm gonna hop on that and see what happens with it," and nothing. I think Lag in 24 did a little something with the mode, and that's it. That's the only one I've seen.
I remember seeing stuff from him. I also remember they were supposed to make the game mode free. Because, when you went on to, like, the...
Yes, thing, I remember that.
Like,
yes,
this will come free later. And my girlfriend was really excited to play it. Because sometimes the game would glitch out and give it to her for free. She's like, okay, I'll play this. It just would glitch out.
I'll take it.
Yeah, and she really enjoyed it. But guess what? Never became free. Never. No, I still don't think it's free to this day.
What happened with it?
Like, it would have been cool to play. Like, I'm sure it's not that great, but can't be any worse than, the battle right now.
Can't be any worse than World War II zombies.
Ooh.
I'm sorry if anybody loves World War II zombies in here. I'm sorry.
Well, it's funny. We had Rizzo, Rizzo on the podcast a few weeks ago.
Yeah. So. If he heard you say that,
I can Rizzo. If you're watching right now, I don't apologize.
Oh,
I know. I mean, listen, World War II zombies is just. You know what World War II zombies is? World War II zombies is like you're eating ice cream and you're like, this thing's different, but I'm going to keep eating it because it's ice cream. I'm going to keep eating it. And then you finally look at the carton and it's like fat-free or sugar-free and shit like that. And you're like, oh, I knew it was a tainted mode. I knew it wasn't really zombies. It was just zombies thrown at you in a cool map devs wanted to make. I get it.
Yeah, like the final Reich as like a map wasn't like terrible, but it's not like it's not good either.
It's all right.
I did a stream like a few months ago playing World War II Zombies, just like revisiting it, and I was just like, I wanted to end the stream like an hour and a half into it because I normally like to stream for longer, but I'm just like,
dude,
I can't do this.
I played at launch. Of course, the Groston House, Final Reich, got DLC 1. Didn't get everything else. I was like, fuck this. But
the Darkest Shore kind of threw a lot of people off because it was just so like underwhelming.
Dude, the Darkest Shore, that was such a weird time in my life because like that was when I started having the idea of doing this YouTube thing and how to start to do it and how I'm gonna start doing it in the future. And then this is what we get, and I'm like, all right. I'm like, this is more War II Zombie. All right, it ain't that bad, but it's not that good. Like, okay, we have a lot of fog and these creatures on the walls. I don't know what's happening.
Take what you can get sometimes.
I mean, World War II Zombies is kind of like a McDonald's, right? I could take it or leave it. It's all right, but it's a McDonald's, so I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna be like, oh,
Kyle, you look like Kyle, you look like you're in a World War II Zombies map right now.
With the background.
You look like you're in a World War II Zombies map. Don't trick no one. You're in the final record. You're in Groston House. Look,
that is literally Groston House.
There's a lantern behind you. Don't trick us. There's a lantern behind you.
I have jumped. Yeah. I'm not in World. Listen, I'm in Treyarch.
Oh my god, I knew it. You're in the fucking Groston House.
In Groston House. It's not your house anymore. That's just going to be Groston House.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. What's funny? It kind of does. Like if you just look at the brick wall and the lighting. Yeah.
Here, wait. I'll help.
You look like I said before we started the podcast. He either looks like he looks like he's in Anne Frank's Spaceman or the attic. He does. He does. I read a lot of books about that.
This is it in real life.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. The chat says it wasn't bad. That World War II Zombies wasn't bad. Well, to each their own.
They're all on drugs, Jason. They're all on drugs. Jason, do not believe a word they say. They were all intoxicated when they were playing at launch.
Turbo loves the Mob Remaster in Black Ops 4.
No, I do not. No, I think that's Fazzy trying to. I think that's Fazzy trying to bust my balls because I think Fazzy was in a lot of my BO4 Blood of the Dead streams, and Blood of the Dead is a map where it's just good idea, poor execution, and they try to win our hearts. And they just didn't. I mean, if you guys love Blood of the Dead, Blood of the Dead was okay. I mean, to be honest with you, Blood of the Dead was the most played BO4 map I played. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, Blood of the Dead was if I was like during the terrible periods of BO4 where it was like the DLC 4 was just about to happen and we were just done with the game as a whole, and I was just bored and I wanted to play BO4, I would hop on Blood of the Dead. I wouldn't hop on. I mean, it would be 9 of Blood of the Dead. That's it.
Same.
I mean,
honestly, Voyage of Despair is just I think Voyage of Despair is worse than Blood of the Dead.
Dude, I think Voyage of Despair, if you have fun playing Voyage of Despair, I actually think like you either got paid by Activision to say that, or you're just, or once again, you're on drugs. Like I mean, Voyage is okay if you're playing like Rush and like the game modes and stuff on Voyage. It's not that bad. But if you like playing solo and you go round after round after round, I mean, you can only look at saltwater for so long. You're gonna get vertigo at some point.
You're gonna get seasick.
Yeah, really.
I've gone on Voyage a few times, right? My main goal is to get the mystery box, the wonder weapon, whatever, the Kraken, right? I think it's kind of fun to use. I'll go on, I'll pick that up. I won't pack a punch. I don't know how pack punch works in the map. I don't know. I don't know. I'll play with it for until I get to round 10. I'm like, okay, I'd have my fill. I'm gonna go do something else now. I'm not gonna play this. I'm not gonna touch this map for another year.
Yeah, I feel that. So the Kraken is the only good part about Voyage of Despair, honestly. I mean, there's just too much catalyst spam. There's too much stokers. It's too much. It's too much.
I mean, if you were to ask me what's a fun thing about BO4 Zombies, I'm gonna be here for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why. I mean, what did BO4 really bring us? If you have to think about it, that honestly, like it added something to the zombies.
Gauntlets.
I'm of the.
I mean, Gauntlets is like a one and done thing, though. You do Gauntlets one and then you're done.
Like, I feel like I'm of the minority of the community that's like, Black Ops 4 Zombies isn't that bad. Like I thought some of the perks were really fun to use. I didn't mind the modifier system. I liked using the specialist weapons, even though a lot of people are very vehement about them being overpowered and there's no progression, but me personally, I like using that kind of stuff.
And they try to add mutations. They try to add the more so you can actually change the game. But then when you weren't able to do actual Easter eggs and stuff and actual achieve stuff,
what's the point?
Dude, BO4, this is how they made BO4. They just made it like this.
Close their eyes.
They made BO4 blindfolded. They had great ideas, but when they were executing them, they just decided to say, they decided to just give up.
That's just how it is.
They decided to make a birdhouse, but forget the glue. Like they just didn't they did not secure the keys, my friend.
Oh, nice little throwback there. Here are the keys. But yeah, like also, like, I know a lot of people don't like Alpha Omega. I kind of like Alpha Omega. Just I like the ray guns. I like really playing with
the
those.
ray guns they did were a cool idea, but once again, dude, I mean, like that time period of zombies, Alpha Omega, Togdatolan, those were all the rush periods. They had a rush like their maps and stuff. That sucked, dude.
Sad, yeah.
Don't you just look back and say to yourself, Trey, what the hell were you thinking? Like at least finish a game mode. I mean, finish the storyline that you had worked on for years before adding a new one.
Exactly.
Because they pretty much divided their workload, man. Like they could have spent the whole time ending a storyline that they had built for years, but then they said, nope, let's half-ass that ending while we try to add a new one. What were they thinking?
Doesn't really make sense. Thinking about it.
Like the only explanation of that, Blackout.
I mean, like, Blackout, yeah, but you have maps like Ancient Evil.
Did that really affect the way the zombies mode went, though? I don't think so.
A wee bit.
People had to be pulled to work on Blackout too. So yeah, I mean,
I'm saying just their idea of bringing in 2 storylines.
Oh, well, okay. Well, the storyline thing that definitely could have been done a lot better.
Let's end Ether before we start a new one.
Yeah, that would have made more sense.
Yeah,
they could have done it like they end Ether in DLC 2 and then they continue a story from that. It's I don't know. BO4 had really weird pacing as well because you had Dead of the Night like come out, a prequel map to the first 2 maps of the new story, and these characters you don't care about whatsoever because there's not a story really developed in the first place. I know that was because they couldn't get the people on to do the voice lines because it was a celebrity cast. But BO4 is just weird, like the whole like time frame and things they did with it.
Yeah.
And
especially when Dead of the Night just dropped randomly and the QA tester had all those leaks and shit.
Dude, I remember the day I woke up, I was like, there's a new map out? There's a new map out right now? I'm seeing Lex naked playing the game, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, this is happening? Okay.
Yeah.
They were all messed up in BO4. They were all messed up. The studio, everything.
But like
chat's saying Ancient Evil. Yeah, Ancient Evil's a good map too, honestly.
Ancient Evil was one of the promising maps in BO4. It was.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the God Gauntlets are fun to play with. I mean, I think the Charon Gauntlet is leagues above the other ones.
Yeah.
But Ancient Evil's fun. And then the Chaos storyline just ends and we'll never see it ever again. So
I mean, I'm kind of happy we're not getting Chaos back. I mean, I'm not sure where you guys stood on it, but I'm happy we are not getting a zombies Chaos storyline again. I'm happy.
Completely honest, during that time, the first week of Black Ops 4, I enjoyed it, and then I just kind of I got tired of it. Dead of the Night came out randomly, so I was like, okay, I'll play a few games. I didn't bother learning anything because you could just feel the community was like, what is this? And then Ancient Evil came out, and I was like, this map's cool, but I'm not gonna learn anything for it. And then Alpha Omega came out, and then I went on them public lobbies where you search for people to do Easter eggs with. Did that.
Yeah.
I didn't have to learn the Easter egg. These people did it for me kindly because I was like, oh wait, well there's a super Easter egg, and these people, running about.
This was for what, BO4?
BO4, yeah. Yeah, this is.
And you found people that would carry you through an Easter egg during BO4. I thought those days ended during BO2.
Like
I didn't think so. I didn't think there was quote unquote nice people playing zombies today.
I didn't have to learn the Alpha Omega Easter egg. And no, they weren't talking either. They just did it. But I was just saying that they just did everything.
I did that once. I did that once with my friend Casso down during BO2, and it was back in the Xbox 360 days where it was just me and my friend Casso, 2 randoms, Mob of the Dead. Hey guys, do you know the Mob of the Dead Easter egg steps? Yeah, we got you. All right, thanks. No, we just did that same thing. We watched them fly back and forth, bridge back, and we were like, okay, we're done, we're good. We got the achievement. Okay, good, we're done, we're done. All right.
But I did do tag by myself. I did do tag by myself. I took the time and effort.
I don't think I didn't do one solo Easter egg in BO4.
I did use a Perkaholic.
I got carried in every Easter egg in BO4. BO3, I did every BO3 Easter egg multiple times solo. BO4, like BO3, I kind of thought it was like a challenge for me. Like BO3, if I didn't completely do the Easter egg solo in BO3, I felt like a disappointment. I felt like I'm a disappointment. I'm never gonna be anything in life if I don't do this D Easter egg in under 10 minutes. Like I thought it was gonna be a little upsetting. So no, I mean like BO4 came around and the way it was just shit, and I was like, oh god. I was like, uh-oh.
A lot of the Easter eggs in Black Ops 4 were just not fun. You know, the only Easter eggs that I've done in Black Ops 4, oh my god, I gotta think about it now. Actually, I've done Dead of the Night, Alpha Omega, Tagged or Toten, and if you want to count the classified, like the free Winter's Howl thing as an Easter egg, because getting around 150 is not an Easter egg.
Yeah.
That again, those are the only ones I've done solo. But you know,
yeah, no, and first of all, it's funny in the chat right now. Sir's Poop says, "Is that when Turbo was an epic clan?" So it's funny. I can't believe you know this. Then you definitely are following my channel because that was even before when I was a clan. Because my channel at first was Artificial Gaming. It was a clan channel.
Yeah, I noticed that on the
yeah,
URL,
and it was a clan channel, and I mean, I used to be big and speaking, going back even just speaking about the beta real fast. I mean, I used to be big into competitive Call of Duty multiplayer wise. So so that's why when I talk about multiplayer and I talk about things about it, how they can fix it, how they can do things, and the ins and outs. A lot of people look at me, they're like, "You're supposed to be a fucking zombies person. Like, you're supposed to be talking about that. How you don't know what you're talking about." And then I link them a video back in like 2015 of like Money 8s playing UMG Money 8 tournaments and stuff. And then they're like, "Oh, okay, all right, okay."
Yeah,
I take it back.
Yeah, respect. Yeah. So that's why, like, when there's like some bullshit going on in like Call of Duty multiplayer, and people are like, "Oh no, that's great," and I'm like, "No, like it's not great. I mean, the skill-based matchmaking isn't great. It's not gonna go anywhere. But just know it's not good."
Let me tell you why you're wrong.
Have you noticed it in the beta, the skill-based matchmaking?
Oh, absolutely.
I have, and you know what's funny? I talked about this briefly in the afternoon. I don't think, I mean, I don't think skill-based matchmaking is much more of a computerized thing than I'm thinking it's just the evolution of us Call of Duty players. I think the evolution of Call of Duty is just.
That's a good point.
There's so many more sweaty players because if you think about it, my first Call of Duty was BO2. So when I first started playing BO2, I was a noob. Like I was a big noob.
Yeah.
So I didn't know exactly what the hell was going on, but that means also a ton of people that are playing back from MW, MW2, MW3, they already knew the ins and outs of Call of Duty multiplayer. So when there's people like that were already going back in BO2's days, that was like, okay, let's say 30-40% of the Call of Duty playing field that was really sweaty like that. Now it's 2020. How many Call of Duties have passed? That field now is probably, let's say, 70% of the Call of Duty playing field is all sweaty, try hard. I want to be the next ninja nade shot of this game. And the 30% is just players kind of like me now that transition to more of a casual, like I just want to have fun and play with my friends. And when you're playing like that now, it's kind of fun being like having best of both worlds because at one point being someone that spent thousands of dollars probably on supply drops in Advanced Warfare, trying to try hard in multiplayer, to now being on the other end of like, you know what? Okay, like you know what? I'm just want to play with my friends. And then you get stuck with the lobbies of people going 50-0 and nukes getting dropped. So, I mean, I kind of think it's more the evolution of us Call of Duty players, but the way they get picked and the way the lobbies get made, that's when the computerized stuff, I guess, gets put into action.
Yeah.
And that stuff, I mean, Jack the Bus from my podcast has a great look on it. And he said it's pretty much business. Like, if you're going to think about it, you know, you're giving the noobs an opportunity to actually have a chance and play with other noobs rather than have a noob play with, let's say, Nathan or Noah J in the lobby the first time they get to play. Then they get demolished, they get discouraged, they don't play, they don't buy a Call of Duty for the rest of the years.
Yeah.
So it's a business thing at the end of the day for skill-based matchmaking.
Yeah,
people don't think that far.
I can definitely understand that. Yeah, I think a lot of the people that are vocal right now they're saying, you know, against the skill-based matchmaking is because, you know, they want to have that casual experience. But, you know, to kind of piggyback on what you were talking about, how Call of Duty players have just evolved and gotten better, you know, we also see, the rise of esports over the last like 5 years as well has been just so it's exploded. This market
Dude,
is so fucking big.
There's a farming simulator esports.
Is there?
Yeah, anything.
There's
anything
a
and everything.
When I saw
esports.
on Twitter, there was a kid with a pair of headphones on, rowing fucking like grass, and he's there like pounding the A key, like grow. Like I come from the era of Scumpy yelling and spitting at fucking screens, trying to tell like Nadeshot to go left on hijack, and now we got people saying fertilize. Like, what's happening here?
Yeah,
like,
man.
What's happening to Call of Duty?
I've definitely more over the year have started to pay more attention to esports, and I'm really paying attention to the Call of Duty League now, and I just the whole rise of esports has just been so huge to me, and that's why a lot of people I think really go super try hard nowadays because they think they'll be the next Scump, they'll be the next Nadeshot.
Dude, I blame Ninja so much. I blame Ninja so much. I mean, Ninja pretty much gave so much confidence to so many fucking kids that have two hands and a fucking Dell computer laptop that can just they think they can be a ninja on the keys. And hey, good for them if they ever become a ninja.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone now though wants to become the master. Why can't you just become like a regular player? It's okay. Not everyone has to be the master.
Exactly.
At the craft.
Yeah.
That's exactly like I'm just me, like for people who've been watching me for a long time, I'm just me. I don't claim to be the best zombies player ever. I just do me. I do fun challenges. I'm Jason. Exactly. And if I want to try to do competitive things, I'll try to do competitive things. But bottom line is I'm gonna try to do me as me. That's
there you go, man. That's it. No, I mean it's definitely getting to that point. So I mean, definitely with the beta now, I mean, have you guys seen it a little bit more? You guys getting into lobbies where you don't even have a chance sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
Well,
there's some lot, especially even in the map we were talking about before, especially in a map like Miami, when you're running in the middle and then you just completely get the each direction again.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I will say, I'm not the best COD player. Like, I'm pretty average, right, most times. But I notice I'm getting sniped quite a lot. And I won't even have a chance to react. It'll just be like I'll see the glint. Oh, fuck. And then I'm gone.
Exactly.
Oh, shit. And then
did his name kind of rhyme like Pomage? Because it may have been him. It may have been Pomage.
Oh, yeah. But no, I mean, I don't know. People just try really hard, and then people bring up the argument like, "Oh, well, why wouldn't you want to try hard in the game? Why wouldn't you want to try do good?" I was like, yeah, you have a point, but at the same time, come on, just relax, play the game.
Just relax, take it easy.
Yeah, come on.
That's why we have like the competitive playlist. You got the CDL playlist in Modern Warfare, then you got the actual normal lobby.
Yeah. And that's something they haven't actually capitalized on in a long time, Call of Duty and Treyarch, and especially Treyarch and the devs, is the rank system and the ranked play. They don't really make good ranked plays no more. They don't really make good competitive modes no more because usually it's like you have your 5 tier level matches where you do 5 games where they put you in, let's say, silver, bronze, or whatever, gold. And I mean, I come from the era of like ranked play in BO2, where it's like gold, and then you go to diamond, then you go to silver, and you would actually have the emblems next to your name, and people would say, "Oh shit, he's diamond this month. Oh shit, he got the." Like, I remember even in Advanced Warfare, they kind of had a BO2 like system where you would get up that way, and I remember having the highest one, almost having like royalty level in ranked, and I had the royalty armor for that month, and it gave you shit to fucking do. Exactly. Like, you want, and that's something if you want, and even transitioning this into zombies. If we want to put this into zombies, I mean, my man Rad Awesome 27's been saying this for years. Like, why not put cosmetics in the zombies that you actually have to go out and earn? Like, let's say, for example, with this year with zombies, as we've seen already, it may be a year of having multiple playable characters like World War II, where we'll be able to pick characters and stuff. And if that's the case, what if, let's say, for example, we get to earn a golden Richtofen character, right? Like, let's say a golden Dempsey, but they don't have to mean anything storyline wise. They're just a character you play as.
There's nice to look at.
Exactly. And that's what I think is gonna be so good about Black Ops Cold War. You know, it's gonna be 3 Frank Woods in a lobby just playing D Machine. Who
Dude, that's
cares?
funny. The beta,
You know?
when you do the beta of just like, okay, we have beta, and here we go. We got Woods. I feel like it's the B movie. Buzz. Like it's just like you see 1,000 Woods coming down from the rocks, like.
I mean, yeah, because like at the end of the day, it's like it's kind of like what I get. Funny enough, we talked about World War II earlier. It's kind of like what World War II did, what the BAT agent and like all that, right? You can play as those characters in the map, and you can do the Easter eggs, and then the cutscene will just play with the normal characters. You know, it doesn't matter who you play as. You know, still get the story. So it doesn't matter if you get like Frank Woods and then Tank Dempsey and then Misty and then some random multiplayer operator in the same map.
Listen, even if they give us like Misty's tits, like even if they just give us like if you complete the Easter egg fast in 45 minutes, you get breast implants, and they're just called the Misty Dragons or whatever, like whatever you want to call them. I don't know, whatever you want to call them, but they could give us incentives.
Yeah, give us something to make us want to do the Easter eggs again, not just like the one and done. Whether
I swear to God, if it's either a sticker or a face paint, I'm throwing the game out. I'm throwing it out.
Yeah, dude.
I'm throwing it out.
Fucking gauntlet mode. You get a purple sticker or purple outline sticker for doing the hardest fucking gauntlet flawlessly. It's just not a good reward. It's just not a reward.
It's the same sticker, but purple on the outside.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're making progress here.
The chat saying, Jason, my first time having heard you, but you almost telling me like COD Zombies HQ. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to COD Zombies HQ. Oh my God,
you fucking do!
Wait, are you him?
Whoa, you do!
I've just noticed that as well.
COD Zombies HQ.
I also forgot about COD Zombies HQ for a little bit. I forgot about that guy.
Man,
because he dipped during Alpha, Omega. Now he's back. He's back now. And it's great to see him back. Yeah.
He used to be one of the guys I actually used to watch a lot. I forgot about COD Zombie HQ.
I watched it too.
Wow. You know what's funny, Jason? You get Chris Hardwick, the guy who does the Talking Dead. You kind of resemble him a lot to me. Like you really do.
Before.
Really?
I've gotten Chris Hardwick.
I'm happy. I'm not off.
I've gotten Macaulay Culkin, believe it or not. A couple times.
When I was little, I got Macaulay Culkin. When I was little, I got him. Yeah,
I see that.
Because I was more pale and I had more yellow, bright blonde hair. But no, because every time like you're talking, I'm like I can just picture Chris Hardwick going, and then Rick went to Michonne.
Yeah, everybody, welcome to the Talking Dead. I'm Chris Hardwick.
That's great.
This is the Division Z podcast. But literally, I put on Twitch a channel point goal. If somebody in the chat can get 1.15 million channel points, I will do the hard mode unsinkable gauntlet solo.
What's that? I don't know Twitch's stuff.
So Twitch, you like as you watch someone stream, you earn points to like redeem stuff like drink water, fun little things like that. So because I don't want to do the hard mode unsinkable gauntlet so much, I put it at just an outrageous goal. So it's like if any of you can get over 1 million points,
there you go.
You'll do it. You're not lying.
So I mean, what you call? I just followed, so I think you should just do it. Just do it. Done.
I appreciate the follow, by the way.
Do it. Done. No, we gotta do it now. We're doing it live. We're doing it live.
We're doing it live. Fuck it. We're doing it live.
Well, I know if we're walking on ice, we might as well dance. Oh boy, but no, you know what's funny? I just what you call it, like talking like those game modes in BO4. Like what kind of game modes would you want to see brought into zombies that's actually fun stuff? Because BO4, like speaking of the gauntlets and stuff, like you would do an extremely hard gauntlet, and then after that, it's like okay, what did I do that for? Like why did I do that for? I mean, I would just love if they try to do grief the right way.
Yeah, definitely.
If they did grief like a team versus game mode the right way, I think that'd be really fun.
Yeah, I'd love to see grief. I'd like to see turned, and honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing gauntlets come back if there's actually a good incentive for it. Like I know we said earlier, like gauntlet was like a one and done thing for Black Ops 4, but if they can do something good with it, like not just a sticker,
Yeah.
we said this, I think, last week on the podcast. Like we were talking about like certain incentives, like maybe a camo or like 30 minutes of double XP, or something to give you for the game to do things with.
I'm so down for. I remember. Like, do you remember the satisfaction that if you played AW's multiplayer a lot, like when you would see the emblem pop up for supply drop earn?
Oh yeah.
And then you would think, oh shit, like I know a new gun drop today. I have a possibility now of getting the new gun. Like it's just, I know it's not exactly that, but we need those feelings back.
Agreed.
I think we really, and I think Call of Duty's really lost that feel of like wow factor in game, and everything's just in the store now. Everything's a wow factor for your credit card, not a wow factor for your in-game presence.
Yeah, because the whole loot box thing is so big. I mean, the number one goal of a company is to make money.
But you know how much money and that's why I actually hate and love Advanced Warfare, because that was when they got the first bad taste of like the loot system, man, in Call of Duty. That first, I mean, I'm a sucker for it too. Like we all loved it at first, we were all loving it. Nate Shaw was asking Condry for buyable supply drops, and now look where we're at.
Where we are.
We got tainted.
At least Activision isn't EA.
Yeah.
I mean, thank God. Yes, thank God for that. I have a lot of cousins that play EA sports games, and they continuously say how they continuously get raped every year on the NFL games.
Yeah, like me, I like playing Madden. I skipped Madden 21 this year. I mean, I like franchise mode. That's how I like to play, and it just gets shafted every single year.
I was there at my cousin's house when the EA, like the early access thing was going on, like the beta, whatever, before the full game came out, and they were like, okay, let's hope it's new. And then like literally one game in, my cousin goes, this is still shit. Like, how is this still? They were like, how are you still fucking this up? We are telling you for years. And this is like the first year it's actually been vocal mainstream that your Madden suck. Like, come on, man. And they want 2K now to make the football games.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, because they did back in like 05, like they used to, and
did you remember the football game that like if you would tackle people, you would actually see the bone break and stuff? It would be called Blitz or something.
I don't remember.
It
was called Blitz or something. It was called Blitz or something, or like NFL Hits. But no, like we need to get football. I remember playing Madden. I would play the if it's called franchise mode, but I would be able to like make my own QB or whatever, and I would just make him the most yoked, like like tallest, biggest, strongest quarterback you can see, and then throwing 6,000 yards a game, and then his run just be like. I used to be big into sports games. Like before, I haven't pretty much. I have to give my cousin so much credit because my cousin was the one who bought me BO2 for Christmas that year. If it wasn't for me randomly saying to my cousin, I'll try out that BO2. I'll try out Black Ops 2. I'll try out that Call of Duty game. Yeah, I'll try it out. Because before that, dude, it was all Maddens. It was NFLs. It was MLBs. It was NBAs. It was all sports games to the brim. There was not one gun game because I got so nervous about gun games. I was like, I'm not going to know what to do. I'm going to be so lost. Blah, blah, blah. So, no, dude, I am so... I'm so grateful I got out of that sport thing. I just got a sport game. I just bought PGA 2K21 a couple of weeks ago, and that was the first sports game I bought in years.
Do you like it?
Nice.
Oh no, yeah, it's a great game. Yeah. I mean, I've been playing golf again in real life, so I mean, I've been getting into the sport of golf again. So no, yeah, that game's I get mad. I get as same anger as I do in real life golf as I do in that game.
I have not been golfing in ages.
Instead of the golf club going across the driving range,
controller
going across the room.
That's it.
Oh man, yeah, I feel that though. Like my first Call of Duty I played was Modern Warfare 2, and because everything to me was all Nintendo and like Mario Kart and like all that kind of stuff. If I didn't go to a friend's party and play Modern Warfare 2, I don't know where I would be. You know, it's one of those crazy
Same
things.
thing, dude. And it's so funny because I remember even being at my friend's house and playing MW3 split screen on like a tube TV and just watching and being like, okay, like this isn't that bad. But then it never captivated me. The zombies mode in BO2, right when I clicked on zombies, I was like, there's a zombies mode in Call of Duty? I was like, what? And then when your boy heard there was a story actually behind, I was like, Papa gotta look into this. What's happening here? What's going on here? And that's when I think still on my channel now there's an old setup video, like my setup video, and it's back in 2016. And it goes and it shows you my old wall and my old door that I had, and the stickers was still there from the first day. I literally learned what the storyline was. I printed out like Zombie Lab stickers, like Juggernaut logos, zombie posters. I had the Ascension. Awesome. I had the Ascension. Remember, like the big controversial Ascension poster with the bald guy.
Yeah, I remember that.
I had that on my door before I even knew like the shit that was like thought about on that poster. And then there'd be days where I swear to God, I would just be even coming home from school, whatever, opening my door, and I would look at the poster. I'd be like, who the fuck is that guy? Rick Toffin has nice fluffy locks.
Who is this random guy?
And I was like, okay, that's Rick Toffin. That was probably like an artist made a mistake. But then I'm like, wait a minute. Treyarch doesn't make mistakes like that. Wait a minute. Like, wait a minute. And then isn't it nuts that years to come, Blundell would be sitting with Milo in a shack above a train station. And they would be just talking about storyline shit. And they bring that up. And now it's crazy.
It is, you know, I mean, just how the whole timeline of everything it's crazy how one thing leads to another. I don't know, that thing kind of fascinating to me.
No, and it's also crazy that BO2 was 2012 and it was 8 years ago.
Oh yeah, that's
do you understand 2022 is gonna be 10 years?
Oh, please don't.
Since BO2.
Yeah, man.
I am going to throw up in my fucking shoes right now. I was so depressed on my 20th birthday, dude. Oh my God. Because, dude, I remember, because here's me, like, okay, I'm 20, whatever, it's fine. Well, I know I'm still young, whatever the hell. But then here's me remembering New Year's Eve 2010 going into 2010 and me remembering it like it was yesterday. Like, oh my God. Like, how is time a thing? Like, what? Time is not. I'm going Albert Einstein on this. Like, what?
It's not fair. I wish we knew when the good days were.
Well, now we're getting into like depressed Instagram, Tumblr posts.
I know.
Now we're just gonna get like depressing TikToks. Like,
it's like that song that like all these people use on their TikTok. Like I hear the melody in my head. I can't. Never mind.
Dude, I made a TikTok saying this is gonna be my last TikTok because I thought Trump was gonna delete it, but then now it's still here. So now I gotta go back now and say, hey, I guess I'm back. I got one viral TikTok ever. My man Jack the Bus, when I was down in the dumps, he lifted my spirits up by getting Nolan North, a cameo from him. And he pretty much did like a promo for our podcast. It Is What It Is one. And he did in Rick Toffin's voice. He's like, it is what it is. and when I saw that, I almost passed out in excitement. I was like, what the fuck? And really I put it on TikTok. I'm just laying in bed one night and my phone, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I know my vibrator is not going off that much, but what's happening? And my phone is just now going off TikTok. And I'm like, uh-oh. I'm like, I may have mistakenly maybe posted a nude. I may have mistakenly, like, what's happening here? Like, is my dick all over social media right now? Nolan North, that TikTok of Nolan North got out there, and then people are like, dude, oh my God, Rick Toffin, that's Rick Toffin. And all these, like, people that haven't probably even played Call of Duty in years, they're probably just like, that's the guy who does Rick Toffin? What?
No, that's Nathan Drake, guys. Come on.
Yeah, it's Nathan Drake. Dude, I loved Uncharted. I love that game.
I should do that. Make a Division Z podcast intro. You know what? I mean, hey, that'd be cool.
Do like a Full House one everywhere.
I made a new intro for the podcast. I've been posting it beforehand on the YouTube versions of it. Just a little short edit to 115.
And this is episode 20?
Yeah,
this is episode 20.
Congrats, dude. You guys are getting up there in your fucking episodes.
Hey, I appreciate that, man.
I remember.
So if I'm being correct, you guys been doing this. So if it's like an episode a week, right? If you guys are doing it like that. So if for 8, 12, you guys almost 5 months.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, congrats, dude.
Keep going.
Thank
you so much.
I remember when we were in episode 10, and we were like, "This is crazy. We're already on episode 10." And
now it's 20.
It's mad.
It honestly, it goes faster than you think. That's why I try to tell a lot of people who do a podcast. I try to tell them like, just keep doing it. Because if you guys keep doing it, and then you see the numbers go up just in general, like your episode numbers go up, and you're like, we've been doing this for this long. Like, why stop? And then once you have that why stop in your head, that's it.
Yeah.
Agreed. 100%, man. Got to keep moving forward. Got to keep making content. Got to keep, the
It Is What It Is podcast started back in World War II. I mean, I was doing the artificial game when the channel was artificial gaming. First of all, I didn't know what a podcast was until the summer of 2015. Like, the summer of 2015. I'm doing my summer school homework, not summer school homework, my school for my summer homework, and I'm just like, and they're like, do a podcast or an interview type recording, and I'm like, what the fuck is a podcast? And then my friend had to tell me it's like a radio show, and I was like, all right, I'll do it. And then that's when I was like, oh, wait a minute, I'll do that like on YouTube and stuff, like for just in general, like just in general, like a radio show. And I mean, It Is What It Is podcast. My podcast is on episode 124. So and I feel like we did episode 100 yesterday. That's why I tell you guys, it goes like this. Like it's just blinding.
I mean, I remember when we made the announcement video because we were thinking about it for the longest time.
Yeah.
I've been making the announcment video and just being like, yeah, this is gonna be new. This is gonna be interesting. I've never done a podcast.
And dude, I even said, I was like, Zombros is over. I'm like, because my podcast, that's why we try to make it more of like not like a zombies name, because we try to pretty much say we're pretty much a broad podcast. But
it is what it is.
Exactly, it is what it is. But it so happens that our favorite games are Call of Duty and Zombies, so we talk about it. That's pretty much it. And but I said though, there isn't really like a zombies podcast out there right now besides the one I know with Mad Lobster, my man Magna Collider Kyle, the Zom Squad podcast, and I'm like, besides that one, is there any other ones out there? And then my man, what you got, the Division Z podcast? And I was like, let's fucking do it. I was like, I'm down to see more zombie podcasts out there.
Yeah, man. We're glad to have you on too.
Yeah.
We're trying to get a bunch of people. It's all a community. We love talking to the community. That's why I try to look at the chat as often as possible. Even though it might not look like I'm reading your guys' messages, I am reading the chat's messages. That's why you guys have your own these
are the days, guys, that you love, because now because I can already see this podcast going big. So you're gonna love these days where now you're gonna be able to look at the chat, because there's some podcasts where like I'm like, guys, I can't look at the chat. I can't, because I won't be able to have a conversation. There will be no conversation. If I look at the chat, remember, why aren't you looking at my chat about shoving underwear down my grandmother's throat? Because we're talking about what happened in Bombay, India last week. That's why.
Magna Collider in the chat, he said that this has been an awesome new podcast for me. I'm definitely gonna keep watching this one. Hey, I appreciate that, man. That's awesome.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. I mean, the zombies community is the best community.
Who do you guys want? Who's like your number one guest you would love to have on that's up there in your rankings as guests?
I mean, I don't think we have favorites.
And maybe I can help out in some way. So pick wisely.
I mean, I'll just say this first of all.
Syndicate Turbo, get in contact with Syndicate.
Can you get Ninja? Can you get Ninja?
That's mine. I'll give you my answer. That's mine. Syndicate. That's for my podcast. I would really love one day Syndicate, in my eyes, the godfather of zombies, on my podcast. I would love it.
Well, first of all,
go for it.
Okay, I'll say, right, having Rizzo on was quite big for me because I love his videos.
We
right?
we never even had Rizzo on. Fuck you guys, man.
don't know how I got him on. I asked him. I asked him when he came on.
I gave him a smooch on the cheek, mate.
But no, having him on was great because I love watching his reviews and all that.
And you know what? And yeah, and he has a lot of knowledge of zombies. Yeah. If you want a lot of knowledge,
and he's just a chill guy.
You probably got a lot. You probably soaked out a lot of knowledge from him.
Yeah.
That was a cool episode.
But if we had a dream person, Jason, who would you want? I
mean, I definitely in the future would love to have people on like Mr. T Lexify and Noah J. I'd love to have as many people in the community as possible. Lex is personally, he's part of my inspiration as to why I started really doing a lot of content creation stuff, because he's got a really good eye for editing, and
I love it.
He has a lot of good things to say about zombies. So I think for me, Lex would be a great.
Lex was the first person when we had him on the show the first time. That was the first one, like also Jason, where it was like this is the first big one. Like I remember talking to Jack. I was like, "Yo, Jack." I was like, Jack, I don't know if I'm gonna be ready for this. Like I remember before the podcast like that, because that before that podcast, we didn't really have any quote unquote big podcast that like to lead up to it. We had on Pack-a-Puncher at one point. We had on Seth to talk about the volcano event in Fortnite, because remember when he did that? We had it, and that was that's what I think made up. That's when our podcast. That's when our podcast was officially a podcast, I think, in our eyes. And I think you guys will have those moments too when you guys talk at one point. You guys will like that was a great show, and then you look back like that show really we transitioned from like podcasters to interviewers. Like we were like, because and you'll see that, and you'll see the changes the show goes through and stuff, and especially now, and you guys are gonna have a great time now because this is gonna be your first time having a podcast during an actual Call of Duty Zombies Call of Duty, and it's gonna be popping and hot. So you guys are gonna have a lot of fun topic wise. So you guys are never gonna be stopping with topics. Yeah, so that's what that was what we were scared of by not having, because I was like, because in the beginning the name was gonna be called Got Balls. Just get that one out of the. I'm using that name for something. I'll actually share it here. It's a little exclusive. I'm starting a meatball review series. Like I'm pretty much going to places in Brooklyn, around New York.
And pretty much
bringing a camera. We're like pretty much Dave Portnoy with pizza. We're reviewing meatballs. So it's gonna be called Got Balls.
That's great.
I mean that was and that's the thing we did with the podcast, because we didn't want to have just a zombies name, because God forbid there is nothing zombies going on. We didn't want we have no podcast today. We don't know what to talk about. So that's why like having zombie stuff and like talking about zombies, it's so refreshing. It's gonna be so good this year.
Absolutely.
Finally be able to talk about zombie stuff. And hopefully it's good zombie stuff.
Hopefully.
I've got high hopes, man.
I think so too. I think it's promising. Hopefully.
The thing is too, like kind of going back to like the this is a this is a show, this is a podcast. We've been having a streak of guests recently. Like we've just been.
Who have you guys had on in the past?
Last week we had the gamer Cherry on, if you know her.
Yeah.
We had her on last week. I had a friend of mine, Aqua Nugget, who's also a zombie streamer, and I think is an up and comer.
That's a great name, Aqua Nugget.
Aqua Nugget, shout out.
Hey, he's quite chill.
He's chill, and of course we had Rizzo on. The first guest we had on was Z1620, if you know who that is, custom map maker.
No, but sounds familiar.
He was a great guest as well.
We've had a string of guests.
Yeah,
and I think Kyle, you and I talked about it. We're like, this is, we're having guests on, like
this is the way we move forward.
We're talking with
we want people on.
Let's start moving forward, and
no, yeah,
that's
that
part of it.
That is a great idea, and that's a great mindset to have right now, because I remember the beginning also, and you know what's funny? Oh, where is it right now? Shit, it's back there. I have a folder of, this is going back from like 2017, 2018, and I have names written down of, like, on one side are people we think we could get on as guests, and then on the other side of the paper is people that we don't think would ever have on the show, and pretty much all those people are gone. Like, we got them on the show, so that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people, especially now, ask me, how to keep a podcast, how to keep it going, and you guys are doing it. It's just keep fucking doing it. That's all I say. That's all I tell people. If you don't have anything to talk about, click record, talk about what's going on in your day, ramble, bullshit, just talk.
I totally agree. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's all just, it's content. That's the bottom line. Just content. It's, a lot of people, I think they tend to, I don't want to say give up early, but I feel like a lot of people get discouraged.
No, they do. They give up. They give up.
Where's the numbers? I've done this for
2 weeks
10
now.
episodes, and I'm not getting numbers. Well,
Jason, do you know how many fucking streams you can go back and watch on my channel that are still public for some reason to make them listen? That I'm talking to no one in the chat. Like, there's zero people here. And then to this day, there's probably some people that are even looking at that like, who's he talking to? No one. But it's just so crazy, and what you call it, and then this is also a dangerous reason of me being a guest on some people's podcasts, because I just ramble. I go on a rambling spree, and it's just crazy to think of, like, those days, because, like, it's like everybody's gone through those moments, and like, I'm not sure if you guys know this, but this year for Call of Duty Cold War is gonna be my last year doing Call of Duty stuff. Because, like, I don't know if you guys know, but I'm trying to be a stand-up comic. I'm trying to do, like, much crazier, bigger things in life. So as I'm trying to do that stuff, if it wasn't for Call of Duty, and if it wasn't for Call of Duty showing me how to grow a fan base, how to talk to people, how to grow an audience, how to talk to an audience, like, that's why I try to tell people there's so many more things you learn from trying to grow, like, a podcast, a YouTube channel, anything, just from doing a YouTube channel, because you never know where that's going to lead you. You never know. Like, this may lead you guys to be like, okay, I want to work at a radio station. I want to have a radio show. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. This, and that. Like, me joking around, making like comedy zombie stuff is exactly like, I didn't have a clue what a quote unquote stand-up comic was 3 years ago. Like, how to become what a stand-up comic is, like, how you become one, I had no fucking clue. So for, like, Call of Duty and YouTube to kind of, like, show me that, it's like that's like everybody, like, right now in their life, that's like, I have no clue what to do. Just start doing shit.
Yeah.
And start doing stuff on YouTube, doing stuff public, making it, and then you'll find out. This became a TED Talk.
No, absolutely, dude. I am 100% of that same mindset. Just try things, do things, and see where it takes you, man.
I hate because I hate people that come up to me and they're like, Turbo, I had no clue what I want to do in life, and like, how did you know, like, what's, because people think I have everything planned out in my life, everything's a roadmap. Fuck no.
No one does.
No one does. Just putting it out there. Everyone thinks I got it all planned out. I don't, because people are like, oh, Turbo, how do you how do you have an idea, like a roadmap for your channel? I'm like, well, I'm like, because it took me years of failure and years of talking to no one, years of doing a podcast with Jack the Bus, talking to no one for hours, for me to have a lot of time to think about what the fuck I want to do. Because by me doing stuff I didn't like, by me doing stuff I did like, it all, and pretty much, and like you said it, you wanted to make stuff just entertains people and just takes them away from their problems for a little bit in their life. And and I had to sit down and take a moment and say to myself, you know what? This is what I want to do in life, entertain people. But I also don't want to be talking about Samantha Max's fucking storyline of my life. I don't want to be talking about all the lantern locations in Groston House like in Kyle's house. I don't want to think about that. Like I don't want to think about that when I'm 70 years old, saggy skin, like
Right, yeah.
So no, but yeah. So like that's why like this year, like this last year with Cold War, the content I'll be making is gonna be more just like Call of Duty Zombies comedy content to slowly transition my channel to kind of show also the people who watch my channel. One, I'm not going nowhere. Two, the content you're gonna get is still fucking is gonna be crazy turbo comedy, funny shit. And but it's just not gonna be me talking about woods and how many woods is there in a map.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing, dude. Like, the whole thing with, me starting YouTube personally, because I like YouTube and Twitch and all that. I come from the entertainment industry background. Like, I've been an actor.
Really?
I'm a writer. I've been on multiple sets. I love entertaining people.
Jason,
and I just, YouTube to
you
me.
You gotta tell me these things, Jason. You're the kind of people I need in my life. I
got you, man.
Jason, I'm working on a full fucking comedy album right now. Like like those old school comedy albums, like Cheech and Chong, those old like comedy albums where it's like audio skits and stuff. I'm working on it, which is pretty much all writing. So, Jason, come on, man, tell me. I'm thinking you're just some Chris Hardwick lookalike zombie YouTube. You're not telling me you got some zestiness. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess yeah, a little bit of background about me. For I guess if people don't know, I see people in the chat. Oh, it's so cool. I appreciate that, guys. I started off as an actor, throughout like child acting and on high school and things like that. I started to transition more behind the camera, more my senior year of high school. And I've been much more interested in the writing side of it and, developing story and, directing. And the past couple years, I've been going on set as well and, interning, production assistant, first AD, second AD, camera stuff.
You're climbing the ladder.
And, unfortunately, due to what's been going on in the world now, haven't done any of that.
Dude, and this is stuff too that's already known on my channel, but I don't say much because it's still in production. But like same thing you said with this COVID and everything, like it's just stopped so many things. Like I'm working on a documentary about me and about like a production company in Connecticut. Shout out to my man Zach. Hit me up after my 12-hour live stream. And it's actually crazy because like COVID really, like, I've been talking to a lot of people and it's crazy how it's like life before COVID. Now it's like life after COVID. Like everyone kind of had like a bookmark in everyone's life. Like everyone went on a standstill. And it's so dude, it's so crazy how our lives just changed. Like after my 12-hour live stream, those after COVID, but like, after the main times of the quarantine, like I remember before that, my mind was just on making Call of Duty content, keeping it going. Last Man Standing just started with Tim, and a lot of just Call of Duty stuff was going on. And I started doing a lot more vlogs and stuff, and I was gonna get back into vlogs and more IRL stuff. And then boom, the world just shuts off, and I have no clue what I'm doing. I get to my 12-hour live stream, and then I get this contact from my man Zach, who has a production company, his company in Connecticut. And he's like, dude, he goes, I saw your podcast with the Smith Plays, because we would talk on that podcast. We were talking about like why we do YouTube, like why you do YouTube, why Kyle, why you do YouTube, why Jack does YouTube, why Smith Plays does YouTube, why you do YouTube. It's just why everybody does YouTube for their own purpose. And I was telling Pat, like I just said now, like I was telling Pat, like I have such a more wider goal than just being a zombie YouTuber. I'm using this as a platform to grow my fan base for my comedy career and my main goal in life. And he goes, that's awesome. And he goes, but it takes a certain person to realize what their true reason and purpose is. Because you see a ton of people now in the zombies communities just doing it for the numbers, doing it for the attention, the recognition. They just want to say they're doing this with this person because they just want to say it, So there's a lot of like fakes out there and a lot of phonies out there. So just to have like, stuff to just, I forgot where I was going with this, but like just to like have just be able to have stuff to do even after COVID, like is just the the craziest thing to do. I'm happy the world's starting to become normal again.
Yeah, me too. Me too, man. I see Fazzy in the chat is linking everybody to a couple things that I've done. I appreciate that, Fazzy.
Let me click on one.
Yeah, I shared a music video I directed with YouTube last year. It was a fun project.
Dude, this looks sick. Jason, this looks amazing.
I appreciate it.
That looks like Dennis Rodman. I thought that was Dennis Rodman from the Chicago Bulls.
No, unfortunately.
No, unfortunately. He's like, Turbo, unfortunately, you're wrong. No, but that's Jason. That is awesome. That's where I was probably going with it when you were talking about your writing and stuff like that. It's crazy because right now I'm working on a documentary and a comedy album and stuff. And I just did a funny skit on my Twitter a couple days ago on my Instagram about Melania Trump's phone call that got leaked and shit, her leaked audio. And I wrote that too. So Jason, I'm into that shit too, man. So we gotta be in contact, man. We gotta stay in contact.
Creative juice is flowing.
That's it, baby. Get the creative juices flowing.
Down.
That's it.
But yeah, it's been fun. You know, entertainment. It's just a part of me, and I love it. So,
dude, I'll keep you in mind definitely for my now that I know you're into that. I'll definitely keep you in mind for my if I need a voice actor from my comedy album. I'll definitely keep you in mind now, Jason.
I have done some voice acting too, so I guess hey, I
feel like voice acting is acting because pretty much like my to give an example and another exclusive right now. I'm working on the track, which is pretty much called like a generic like musical chair. Like if you're around Brooklyn and New York area and you watch a typical musical chairs match, it gets dicey and feisty and it gets crazy. Like if you have a typical Italian crazy block party and the DJ goes, okay, we have a musical chairs. Everybody bring your kids to the dance floor, blah, blah, blah. And then you have a ton of like old Italian moms like, Josephine, come here, Rosalie. Rosalie, come get that chair. Okay, now Maria, go to that chair, Maria. Okay, Rick, now you're going to sit next to Gina right there. And then it's just crazy. And then if that kid loses, your son's a fucking bully. Look, he's bullying Josephine. Look, your son's a bully. And that's what I'm pretty much writing. I'm writing pretty much that type of stuff. And Josh, I'll contact you, man. I'll contact you. You dropped the bomb on me, this podcast, fucking Jason.
Yeah, man. I definitely, like voice acting is something that I always appreciate because I watch a lot of anime too. So
I did anime voiceover work once.
Really?
I did JoJo. Fucking what you call it? For a fan dub channel, Himi Coco. They were doing JoJo overdub, and I played Blackmore in JoJo.
Okay.
And it was weird though. It was weird because your boy doesn't watch that anime stuff. So seeing a lot of that anime creepiness was like, okay, why is there a pigeon and why is there semen now? Can someone explain? Explain?
The typical anime.
Typical anime. There's sexual liquids next to animals. Enjoy. Crazy.
Yeah, a lot of people in the chat always they're like, do the Tank Dempsey, do the Tank Dempsey. And I love doing it for you guys. When are we gonna replace Rick Toppin with a hot chick? I'm getting lonely.
I swear to God, Kyle, does he keep having fucking tricks he's gonna keep bringing out of his pocket? What's happening, Kyle? I'm sitting here thinking he's a one-dimensional just person. He's a nice guy, and now he's coming at me with he's an actor. He can be a voice actor. He can do voices. I'm getting thrown these curveballs.
More than meets the eye.
Okay, I'm gonna leave now. I'm just gonna leave. This was nice.
It's too much now.
Jesus, I'm getting overstimulated. This is too much.
The chat is telling me to do the Jugger Girl line. All right, I got you, chat.
Here we go.
Reach from Jugger Girl. Ooh.
Oh my God. When did you were definitely in the shower just talking to yourself one day, and you were definitely like, this sounds like Dempsey. You were definitely washing your fucking crotch, and you were like, yeah, and you're like,
Steve Blum is one of my favorite voice actors too. So I like practicing the voice actors that I really like.
Nolan North says Steve Bloom was born with a cigar in his throat.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Pretty much. That's exactly how it sounds.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh no, Tim Hansen's impression. Every time we're about to record Last Man Standing or something, Tim's John F. Kennedy is always makes me die. Always makes me cry laughing. Whenever he goes like, what's the line he goes in the 5 trailer? He goes, if it's not today, my friend, pray to be stronger men. Like whatever that line goes, he says that all the time so good. And I'm like, yo, Tim, just stop. I'm crying.
Nah, there's been a high, there's a lot of the JFK memes around as well. So like, when you hear him do that, like, has everyone here seen the JFK memes?
Oh yeah.
Are you talking about the JFK gamer? Because I think he's gone. I think
no.
gone.
Like, did you? It's like there's these shitty memes from a TV show from like 18 years ago.
Oh no, yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, like man, like his JFK's voice just in general, like like the whole like just the sound of it. Whenever you hear it, it just makes you want to laugh now because it's so.
I gotta be honest with you. The way they're doing Ronald Reagan in the campaign looks very realistic and real in this campaign. So hopefully that's pretty cool.
I mean, yeah. I think he'll probably be like what JFK was to us in Black Ops 1, but better.
Yeah, exactly.
Ronald Reagan.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy that we now have a cancel cultured person that at one point was a main character in Call of Duty with what's that guy's name in Advanced Warfare?
Oh, Kevin
what's
Spacey.
That guy's name? Kevin Spacey. Isn't it crazy that we have a canceled cultured actor in Call of Duty? It leaked into Call of Duty. It finally leaked in.
Oh man.
That was crazy seeing Kevin Spacey as a character in Call of Duty.
Yeah, honestly, the Advanced Warfare.
What you're seeing here is Advanced Warfare.
He said the thing.
He said the thing.
Yeah, that was a campaign actually. Like low key, I thought it was pretty cool.
It was not bad.
Yeah, I thought it was alright. Yeah.
I think the only campaign I haven't played is Infinite Warfare's campaign.
Infinite Warfare campaign. Listen. Give it a try. It's worth it. It's actually pretty good.
I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try one day on stream.
People always say that to me. It's a shit game, but great campaign. I always hear that. And I gotta give it a try. But I think IW should be burnt to hell. That's all I'm saying. Listen, that's another thing. All you IW fucking Lee Ross kiss asses. Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Okay.
I know everybody's gonna come at me now being like, Spaceland is something from the gods. Like, it's a great map. It's a great map. I'm not gonna say it's not a great map, but stop comparing that to Origins. Please stop.
True.
Listen, I'll give it to you for multiplayer. Multiplayer was pretty bad. Okay, multiplayer was pretty.
Yo, the zombies held up. I gotta say, zombies in IW was better than World War II zombies. I gotta say that. Yeah. But I even give World War II zombies more shit than IW.
Yeah, I mean, I only have Attack of the Radioactive Thing for Infinite Warfare, and that's just because like someone in the chat, because I literally bought Infinite Warfare for $5.
I'm so sorry you have to experience.
And the chat was like, you should play this, and I'm like, I haven't played it. I don't care. Why not? Let's give it a chance.
And then once you started, I'm gonna guess, once you started bleeding from your eyes, you had to give up.
Like it wasn't that great, but like I want to go back and give it a chance because I only played it like twice. Okay. So, I mean, I keep talking about doing an Infinite Warfare revisiting stream. I think I'm just going to have to do it this week, like Monday or Tuesday. I'll just do it this week.
Why not? There you go. Not? Why the hell not?
Yeah, the stream. Oh, yeah, we had some stream problems, too. I remember that, Fazzy. That was pretty bad. It was just shit on top of shit.
Just shit everywhere.
Yeah.
Shit everywhere.
Oh, man. But hey, honestly, this was probably my favorite episode of the podcast so far.
I think so too. To be honest with you, Jason.
This was a fun one. This was a really fun one.
Thank you, man. Like I said, guys, thank you so much for having me on. If you any other time, like I said, I recognize real when I see it. Real recognizes real. So I know you guys aren't a Fugazi podcast. I know you guys are a real deal podcast. So So what you call it? No, I love you guys. So I'll definitely come back on anytime you need me. So just
We're
DM
glad
me.
to hear that, Turbo.
Well, now Jace, I keep going, I keep seeing in the chat, fucking like Justin. I keep calling you almost Justin. I keep fixing myself. But no, Jason, you better be DMing me now, man. That I know that you're a writer. You fucking come on, man.
I got you, man.
Now that I know I may have another minion I can work with my ideas. I can have another. I can have because, dude, at the end of the day, you know what I'm gonna. You know what I mean. At the end of the day, writers, we all think the fucking same. We all have a crazy internal place we go when we write. So we know, man. We know.
Oh yeah, man. Definitely gonna be doing something, bouncing ideas off each other, and we'll make something happen.
Kyle also, dude, hit me up any other time, please.
Listen, I will.
Hell yeah,
I will.
Definitely. I definitely see a lot of collabs in the future. I think this is starting good, chat. I think this is good. But yeah, let's see. Real quick, let me read the chat. Before y'all go, Jason, can I get one more COD Zombies HQ voice impression?
Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your COD Zombies news here on COD Zombies HQ. Today we'll be talking about Black Ops Cold War Zombies and the future for Call of Duty Zombies.
Are you sure you're not him?
Today on Twitter.
Are you sure you're not him? Have you been living a double life?
You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm Jason in the day, and then maybe I'm COD Zombies HQ at night.
Dude,
let's get him on the podcast so I can prove I'm not.
There you go, dude. I can't. What you call because Magna Collider is here, so I'm not gonna. I cannot say. I really cannot say. But like I said, I've been in a lot of podcasts and stuff, and real recognizes real. Magna Collider has a real podcast, like I said before, plenty of times. But like you guys, I'm not gonna lie. This is also for me too. Because I'm not guest on a lot of podcasts, so this one holds high also, my friend. So congratulations to you guys for going for 20 episodes, dude.
Much appreciated.
It means a lot.
And keep going. Like I said, keep going.
We will.
Don't stop. You got a big year ahead with zombies, with Cold War. So
absolutely.
Every single person who's covering zombies content, big year ahead. And it's just a couple of Hail Marys to make sure this next game is good.
Yeah.
And we best hope it's some Aaron Rodgers Hail Marys, you know?
Yes, sir.
Go Pack, go! Anyways, ladies and gentlemen. I think that'll be wrapping it up here for episode 20 of the Division Z podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching. And once again, thank you to Turbo for coming on. For all the new people here, the podcast is streamed every Saturday at 2 p.m. Pacific time. And I'm sorry, I'm not sure what that is British time. But,
it's 10 p.m.
10 p.m. British time.
There you go.
And yeah, once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Check out both of their channels. For this will be this is the YouTube version of it right now. So check out their links down below in the description. And anybody, you got any other closing thoughts?
Make sure when you are wiping, you use an extra cotton layer. No.
Great, gotta use that Charmin. How about you, Kyle? Got any closing thoughts, my man?
No, just thank you to Turbo again for coming on.
Not a problem, guys. Love you.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you guys once again for watching, and I will see you guys later, and peace out.
Goodbye.